Hello fellow cyborgs, and today I would like to talk to you about the Slow Readathon. This is a readathon that was created by Alina from Marlin Alina, and it takes place from the 12th to the 18th of September. The whole point of this readathon is to learn to slow down in your reading, savor your books, and really find the time to play around with them, think about them, and do things with them, use them as inspiration. Acacia Ives and I, big surprise, have decided to make this a sort of buddy read week as well, so our TBRs are going to look quite the same. But before I get started on that, I'm going to talk to you a bit more about the prompts that are involved in the Slow Readathon, some ideas for you to really make this readathon work. So prompt 1 is read a book and mark it up. Use tabs, use underlining, use highlighting, write in the margins, but just engage physically with that book and really think about things that you would want to mark out or point out for one reason or another. I love underlining. I oftentimes keep a pen with me when I'm reading books because if there's a section that I just adore or a line I just adore, I want to mark that so that when I'm rereading, I can go, oh yeah, that was pretty great. Prompt 2 is create something inspired by the book you're reading. It can be a drawing, it can be a poem, it can be a song, it can be a skit. Just use the book that you are reading as inspiration to create something yourself. Prompt number 3 is do a buddy read and therefore discuss this book with someone while you're reading it or after you've read it. Prompt 4 is read out loud, either to yourself or to someone. Reading out loud really makes you slow down and pay attention to how the sentences are formed and what words are being used. Reading out loud is especially great, in my opinion, for poetry and for plays. Prompt 5 is read a book that intimidates you. You're not supposed to finish it, but just starting something that you've been thinking about in a dreading way and hopefully turning it into a positive experience. Prompt 6 is reread a book and compare your experience with your initial reading and your rereading. This is something that I'm especially interested in doing this week because I talk about rereading and I keep books on my shelves because I want to reread them, but then I just forget. I run out of time. I don't make time. I don't give the time to rereading, so I'm definitely going to prioritize that a little bit during this Slow Readathon. Prompt 7 is read a book and then write a review on it or do a review on it, either on your YouTube channel if you have one of those, or on Goodreads, or on your book blog, or privately to yourself in a book journal, but just have your thoughts about this book come together into one cohesive place and write about it. Think about it and write about it. And prompt 8 is read a book and then read secondary source material, so like an essay on it or a academic paper on it or a retelling of it, but just take the original material and read something else that was inspired by it somehow. So I don't plan on getting through all of these prompts, but Acacia and I have picked 3 books that we both happen to have on our shelves that would fit into some of these categories. First up is Our Endless Numbered Days by Claire Fuller. This is one of Acacia's favorite books, and so she's going to be rereading it while I'm reading it for the first time, and we're going to be comparing my first time reading experience with her rereading. We're buddy reading this together, and perhaps this will prompt a poem or two out of me and my angsty goth mind. Next is Pond by Claire Louise Fuller. This is going to be a reread for me and probably my annotation book as well, as I've already underlined quite a bit in here. I originally read Pond earlier in this year, but it'll be really fun to reread it so close to the initial reading, and I really want to hear how Acacia gets on with it. Next is The No You Never Listened To by Maggie Royer. This is a collection of poetry. Acacia and I are going to attempt to read these aloud to one another over Voxer, and I'll probably be annotating this a bunch as well because I am kind of an underline queen. So this is also a poetry collection I'm a bit intimidated by because it's mostly about Royer's experience after a sexual assault, the aftermath, the healing, and everything that came in between. As you guys know, reading about sexual assault is one of the things that I'm really uncomfortable about because it's one of my greatest fears, but I'm hoping that I will be able to learn from reading this and that my initial intimidation will be proven unfounded. And finally, Acacia Ives and I plan to start reading White Oleander by Janet Fitch, not Finch, as I kept calling her when I hauled this. We want to buddy read this together and we're going to start it during this week, but we're planning on just taking this really slowly and just having it read by like the end of October or something. But I'm super duper duper excited about getting to this this one, and I'm really glad that we're just like starting, but we're just getting it started. So these are the 4 things for books that I intend to buddy read with Acacia. 3 of them I intend to start and finish over the Slow Readathon, and 1 of them I hope to read just oh so slowly in honor of the Slow Readathon. Keep your eyes peeled for another Slow Readathon themed video during the week of the readathon, as Alina has asked me to be kind of one of the hosts to make a video at least that talks about something with the Slow Readathon, but no spoilers, you'll have to find out what that is during the readathon. I hope that you consider participating. I really love the idea that this readathon is promoting quality of reading over quantity of reading, and it really makes us ask the question, do we love books or do we love reading? I find that lately the pacing of my reading has dictated to me that I actually love the act of reading rather than love books, because I can't savor the books, I can't spend time with them, or not can't, but I haven't been. So I'm hoping that this readathon will teach me how to fall in love with books themselves and really make me face the difference between loving a book and loving reading. But that's enough blather for me. I hope you found my TBR interesting. I do hope that you consider joining the Slow Readathon. I will have Alina's video linked down below. Thank you for watching, and until next time, continue to be lovely. You are a glorious reading lamp. Just a quick thank you to all of my patrons who are supporting this channel on Patreon. I really appreciate your support in the Patreon sort of manner. I hope you are having a lovely day and hope that you are loving reading.